Yeah, okay, let's get the party started. So today we're going to be testing and reviewing and doing an all-day wear test with the brand new Fenty Beauty Skin Tint, or otherwise known as the EAZE Drop Blurring Serum. Now this is supposed to blur your pores and smooth out your complexion, and I can't wait to see how it looks on my over 50 skin. So in case you're interested, then keep on watching. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Cat's Eye Beauty. And if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm over 50 years old and I love testing out makeup and skincare products, everything from drugstore to high-end and everything in between. And today it is the brand new Skin Tint from Fenty. I couldn't wait to test this out. It launched a couple weeks ago and I know everyone else has been raving about it. It's gone practically viral, so I can't wait to see how it performs on my mature skin. So we're just gonna jump right into it. Now, the Fenty Skin Tint, or the EAZE Drop Blurring Serum, comes in 25 shades and it retails for $29.50. You get 1.08 fluid ounces. It does come in a plastic component and a squeezy tube. Now, it's supposed to have light to medium coverage and it's supposed to leave your skin looking blurred and smooth. Light coverage, natural finish. Now, it is a hydro blend complex that's supposed to resist humidity, sweat, and it's supposed to be transfer proof as well. Now, the first ingredient is water, but it is loaded with a plethora of dimethicones. Now, dimethicone is a form of silicone, and it's supposed to lay smoothly on your complexion. It's also supposed to lay beautifully over your regular skincare, or you can pair it with a primer. Now, typically with a foundation or skin tint that's loaded with dimethicone or silicone, I forego the primer. But in today's video, I'm going to give this skin tint every opportunity to perform well on my skin. On one side of my face, I am going to prime, and the other side, I will forego it. So let's get into primer. Now on the right side of my face, I already prepped my skin with the Touch in Sol No Problem Primer. This is my holy grail of primers that's very blurring and smoothing, but I'm gonna go ahead and let that soak into my complexion, and we're just gonna dive right in on this side with the Fenty Skin Tint. Now the directions are super simple. All you have to do is shake and apply with your fingertips. Now if we do get into trouble with streakiness, I'll go in with a dampened beauty sponge or a brush. So we'll see what works best for us. So let's go ahead and open her up. And as you can see, it is a squeezy tube. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go ahead and put some on the back of my hand and see what the consistency is like. Okay. Alrighty, well, let's just go right in. Now, it doesn't really smell, and I think the shade is not too bad. Okay, well, now remember it is light to medium coverage and it's supposed to boast a natural finish, so let's see. It's a little streaky, so I'm going to take my dampened beauty sponge and just tap it in. Definitely light coverage. Okay, that is just one layer. This is with the skin tint. This is without. Ooh. Now that the primer has settled into this side of my face, I'm going to go ahead and apply it. Now it looks like it's going on a little smoother. It's a little streaky. So I'm going to go in with my IT Cosmetics brush from Ulta and see if we can tap it in. Okay, immediately I do like it better stiffling it in with my brush. Less streaky and a little bit more coverage. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit more and try to build it up. Oh, that is so much better, you guys. Wow. Now, if you are new to my channel, I do have normal to dry skin. I have hyperpigmentation. I have fine lines and redness. But now that it's springtime and we're going into summer, I want to find something that's a little bit lighter for my complexion that's super easy to apply. And so far, this is looking so much better with a brush. Oh my gosh. Here we are with just one layer of the skin tint. It actually looks quite natural. You can see my skin peeking through. And that's what I expected. It is a skin tint. It's not going to be full coverage. It's not going to cover up everything, but just allow your skin to peek through. And actually, it's quite lovely. Would I want a little bit more coverage? Maybe just a little bit. But so far, so good. It doesn't feel too sticky, too dewy, too tacky to the touch. But yes, I think both sides look pretty much the same. What do you think? Now that the skin tint is on, I'm going to go in with concealer. I did pick up the new Clinique Even Better All Over Concealer and Eraser. I'm not sure if this is quite new, but I did pick it up at Ulta a couple weeks ago when they were having their big sale, and it does come in 42 shades. Now I'm in the shade WN04, which is Bone. Very fair with warm, neutral undertones. Now this has a lot of claims. It's supposed to be a lightweight, fully coverage concealer that instantly perfects and visibly depuffs over time. It's a dual-ended applicator that features a flocked tip doe foot and a built-in sponge blurring blender infused with antibacterial technology. It's a 12-hour concealer that instantly corrects, conceals dark circles and dark spots, and blurs imperfections with an all-day staying power. And you're supposed to see an improvement in the look of dark circles and dark spots in as little as 4 weeks. So let's go ahead and test out this concealer from Clinique Even Better. Oh my gosh, wait, hold on, this is super cool. Okay, I did not realize this before. This is the doe foot. Okay, it's like a typical doe foot. All right, 1 second, then I'm gonna stick it back in here. But then look at this. I think it's got another, oh, am I just crazy here? It's supposed to be dual-ended. Oh, wait a minute, what is this? Oh my God, look at this. So, okay, cute. It comes with a little sponge that's antibacterial. How cute is that? Well, I didn't even know that. So let's go in with this concealer. Let's shake it up for good measure, right? Now, since this is such a light skin tint, I'll probably go in quite liberally with the concealer, because look at that. Let's go right in. Just where I need brightening. Now, I do have some dark circles under my eyes, and I want to apply the concealer where I want to brighten up my face. So definitely want to put it through here, cover up the redness, highlight through here, and through there. Now I'm going to take my fingertip and just tap it in and see how this works. Definitely brightening. Now, I'm gonna go in with the tip. We'll see how this works. Should I dampen it? I don't know. We're just gonna go right in and see how this works. And see if tapping it in. Oh, this is kind of neat. Okay, wait a minute. All right, just going in. Okay. I tried the sponge. I don't like it. Sorry, I'm gonna go in with my dampened beauty sponge, and this is just an e.l.f. sponge. Okay, concealer is on. Now this is supposed to boast full coverage. I wouldn't say full coverage, I would say more of a medium coverage. I do like the consistency. It is a little dewy, so I may have to set this. So I didn't care for that sponge tip. Yeah, that was strange. But all in all, I think it's very pretty. It is a very dewy formula, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set it so it doesn't settle into my fine lines. And let's just set it and see how that looks. Not bad. Okay. Now that I have concealer and foundation on, I'm going to go ahead and apply some bronzer. I've been absolutely loving the Tower 28 Bronzino Cream Bronzer. Oh my gosh, I'm in the shade West Coast. I've been obsessed with this. Not only is it a beautiful bronzer, but it does contain skin-loving ingredients to hydrate your skin. So let's go ahead and tap some on. I'm just gonna go right through here. And again, this is an IT Cosmetics from Ulta brush. I want a very dewy, very springy, minimalistic look, because if you're going in with a skin tint and you want minimal coverage, you want that to reflect in the rest of your makeup. And look how pretty that is. And it's playing really well with the skin tint. Wow, This is beautiful. Now for blush, I'm gonna go in with Fenty Beauty's Cream Blush in Crush on Cupid. Absolutely love this cream blush. It is such a beautiful shade. It's just screaming springtime. Look how beautiful that is. Now don't be scared because it's so bright. This is so easily buildable. You can sheer it out, but it's just such a beautiful creamy texture. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch that for you. But this is Crush on Cupid. But yes, let's go ahead and apply some blush and see how it applies with the skin tint. Wow, the blush is so pretty on top of this skin tint. The blush is so sheer and so luminous. It's really working super well with the skin tint. But yes, that is pretty. Now that I have the blush and bronzer on, I really think the shade looks pretty good on my complexion. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna go ahead and pop on the rest of my makeup and I'll be right back. Final look, everyone. Now for eyeshadow, I just went in with a single pan shadow from Pat McGrath. The shade is Statuesque, and you guys, this is the best transitional shade, and I reach for this every single day. I just brush it on with a simple BH Cosmetics brush onto my brow bone. Perfect amount of depth to my hooded eyes. Now for all over the lid, I went in with Rare Beauty's Stay Vulnerable Liquid Eyeshadow in Nearly Neutral. This is the best neutral eyeshadow. It doesn't crease on my hooded eyes, and it's so easy to apply. You just use the wand applicator to tap it onto your lid, and you can either use a brush or your fingertip to diffuse it. But I find it looks so effortless and so natural on my eyes, and plus the pigment stays all day long and it doesn't crease. Now for eyeliner, I just tight lined my waterline with the L'Oreal Adjustable Liner eyeliner. You guys, this is fantastic. It gave such definition under my waterline. It doesn't smear and it does not budge in my waterline, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. With mascara, I went in with the Lash Sensational Sky High mascara from Maybelline. It is viral for a reason. You guys, this is such a fantastic mascara. It's drugstore, it's affordable, and it makes my lashes look so long and lengthened without any clumps. Now for lips, I went in with Fenty Beauty's Gloss Bomb Cream Colored Drip Lip Cream. Try saying that 5 times fast. And the shade that I'm in is in Fruit Snacks, which is a berry red. Okay, so it's a little bright. It is super glossy, super bright. Feels fantastic on my lips. The consistency is not sticky whatsoever. Absolutely love it. But we are here to judge the Fenty Skin Tint. I think, quite honestly, both sides look the same. Remember, this was the side I put the primer on, and this is without. It played beautifully with the cream blush as well as my cream bronzer. My skin feels super soft. It's so lightweight. I love the fact that I can still see my skin peeking through. But what do you think? Let's see exactly how blurring and how smoothing it is in natural daylight. Let's go. Here we are in natural sunlight. It is a gorgeous day here in Tennessee. It's supposed to get up into the 80s, and I wanted you to see exactly what we were dealing with. Now, it does look super dewy, super fresh, and it does not feel tacky to the touch. Definitely feeling lightweight. You can see my skin peeking through. However, upon closer inspection, I have bad eyes, you guys. It did look a little cakey through here. Hopefully it'll settle into my complexion as the day goes on, but we will just check in a little bit and see how it looks. Okay. And we are back. It's been over 8 hours since I first applied the Fenty Skin Tint, and I have to tell you, no touch-ups today. I wore my mask, it didn't transfer, and I'll be honest, this side of my face with the primer and this side of the face without the primer pretty much looks identical. Now, I did get a little bit of settling into this fine line through here, but come on, the jig is up. I'm 54 years old, it's gonna settle somewhere. But it did beautifully up through my forehead. I mean, it's nice. If you're looking for something super sheer, super skin-like, this might be your cup of tea. It's not gonna give you full coverage. It's not even gonna give you medium coverage. It is gonna show your skin imperfections. As you can see, I can still see my hyperpigmentation. I mean, it's there. It is very skin-like. I think this would be perfect for those no makeup days where you want to just put something on really quick and have that blurring effect. As far as the concealer from Clinique, the Even Better All Over Concealer, it's not full coverage. It would be interesting to see if I continue to use this concealer and see if it does, I don't know, what are the claims on this? I mean, it had a lot of claims. Did not care for that spongy tip applicator. Like, This thing, yeah, did not care for it. I just felt like the sponge is so dense. I prefer to use my dampened beauty sponge and just call it a day. But it's not a bad concealer. Is it full coverage? I don't think so. I think at best it's medium coverage. It's such a dewy formula. If you tend to have oily under eyes, you definitely want to finish it off with some setting powder. But for the most part, yeah, I mean, this is a beautiful skin tint. And I really didn't want to like it. At almost $30, it is kind of pricey, and I can think off the top of my head what other tinted hydrators, tinted moisturizers that are just as good, if not better, as far as coverage is concerned. First thing comes to mind is the Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. That retails for $5.99. Granted, the shade range is not as good as the Fenty Beauty. Remember, Fenty Beauty does come in 25 flexible shades, and like I said, I am in the shade 3. So what do you think? So I hope you enjoyed my review of the Fenty Skin Tint, the EAZE Drop Blurring Serum. Remember, it retails for $29.50 and you get 1.08 fluid ounces, 25 flexible shades. Now, is it meant for mature skin? I think so. With all the dimethicone in it, it is going to lay quite smoothly on your complexion. And I think you don't need a primer. With all that dimethicone, you're not going to need it. Trust me. But don't expect to get full coverage. At best, you're going to have your skin, but just smoother and blurred. And who doesn't want that? But in my next upcoming video, I bought several products from Danessa Myricks, and I can't wait to test it out with you. I'm also going to be testing out a new tinted moisturizer. Is it new? Well, it's new for me, and they came out with brand new shades, so I can't wait to dive into that as well. And guess what? It's actually quite good. So if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I would love it if you would be a part of my family. And for more reviews on foundation, check out the playlist down here. And for more reviews on skincare, check out the playlist up here. But for now, mwah, mahal kita, I love you, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Ow! Okay, and there you have it. Bye!